Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Silo Argenta, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we cleared out levels 11 and 12 of the Endless Paths, and we're now headed down to level 13. 13? Just a moment. Okay.
Slowly now.
Let's just play it safe as ever. Well, I'm hurting. I think I've probably triggered a bunch of traps or something. Okay, 3 ways. We will go right first, as we most often do. Oh, hello. Animats. Well, let's go for it. Find out real quick how powerful they are. Oh, there's a large shoulder. Holy cow. And that's... okay, that's crackling bolts, not actually chain lightning, but it's still bad. I will return fire with chain lightning. As will Aloth, and we'll just see what they're made of, shall we? Okay, they're not that tough. The chain lightning kind of... Palagina, what the heck are you doing? Get over here. Damn. What was that? Oh, shoot, that's right. A Palagina's sword has a 25% chance to cast Destroy Vessels on any critical hit, and all of these Adra things are vessels. This is gonna be a bleeding slaughter. Although her attack speed isn't very fast, but still. Holy cow, we brought the right sword for this job.
Stand!
And a bunch of mostly junk. Their equipment is actually terrible. We've established, I guess, that the Young Withens were really good at souls, but really bad at metalwork.
I'll see what I can find.
Spirits. Come, help me here. The spirit holds his hands just above the shattered machine, poised as if to pull on some unseen component. Brace there, and we'll be rid of this one. Each word seems to resolve itself in your mind an instant after it's spoken, as you recall the Young Withen tongue. He waits a moment, evidently for someone to take up position. Pull hard now. There! He sags back, wiping his brow. These machines. To think how many souls have felt their touch. And how many of those willing, I wonder. You're breaking the machines? It would go faster if we knew what enchantments were upon them. They might as easily be activated as destroyed. He grins a little. Don't worry, I knew what I was doing. Come, they've already started sealing the upper floors. We'll be the last out at this rate. Doros means to work some spell upon that door. Use odd newest servants against him. What kind of spell? He cannot unmake the door entirely, but he can change its purpose. The oath, you see. If our newest servants are pledged to his defense, then we shall pledge ourselves to his destruction. The man gives you a fierce grin, turning away, and from one step to another he's faded, only to appear once more beside the machine. Okay, I don't actually see a door, so...
Hello?
Find saber, some rubies. The least stealthy member of your party is always hilarious when you enter stealth mode, honestly. Are you two doing something interesting? Not really. Well, this could have been a door once, perhaps. This is I don't know if the map is objectively bigger than the last one, but it's much more, oh boy, banshees or something. Much more tangled. I'm gonna go this way because I want to see if these
What's this,
do
Itamak?
connect back together. So let's just... Oh, is that the door? Hey, well done. Let me guess. Every... Oh,
Yes?
Take it all she can!
Oh. God, that was a lot of damage. 173 pierce plus 92 burn.
I'm here.
Ouch! Oh, Palagino, why are you way down here? Get up here. Scotty,
I'm
why
here.
don't you disable the traps?
It's done.
Bet you there's another one over here. Yep.
It's done.
I'm here.
Slowly now.
Okay, there's a gate. We can still go that way more. Let me just make sure this is clear. Oh,
Stand
yeah, Banshee. Let's see if these link up and then we'll try to get through the gate.
Stand together.
Hi, Banshee. Yeah, the level that we are now, lone Banshees aren't that bad.
Eyes open. What's this, Itamak?
Son of a... Son of a... We really shouldn't have even hit that trap. Oh, hey, another Banshee. And 2 more traps.
I'm here. I shall be discreet.
Oh.
Certainly.
Well,
Hey.
Ader? You got this, my man.
Ready, Watcher.
You're stuck on Sagani.
Hey.
There you go.
Ready, Watcher.
Yep.
Hey.
Huh? Oh, it was a sun lance, but it missed. Nice.
I'm here. It's done.
I'm here.
I'll take a look.
Like this. Well, it's a broken machine, but it has a machine part. The exact purpose of this bizarre mechanism is unknown, though it was found within one of the broken machines within one of the lower reaches of an Onwithin ruin. It seems largely comprised of Adra and contains several loops of copper. Okay, now that was one of the things we needed to get for the 5th rock on the floor above. More Banshees. There's some Dawns or Tara. These do link up. And there's another big Animat and also a Banshee. Hater, block off the Banshee, and we dispelled the Animat. Damn, that's a nice sword, Palashina. It really comes into its own here.
At once.
Slow and silent.
Well, I don't know what's up with all you guys. Also, there's another Animat over there. Oh, he's leaving. Sapphire, that's one of the really, yeah. I kind of love that sapphires, like diamonds are like precious, but not that precious. And I love that because diamonds are a really dumb stone, and pretty much every other stone is better anyway, so... My personal, real-life opinion. Alright, can we all go... Okay, none of the tanks can make it through the doorway, but also this lizard's just standing over there, so...
That's not very helpful.
I guess we just shoot
Ready,
it.
Watcher.
I'm here. Breathe. Likna.
Solved. Hey, scouting, please. Okay. Oh, okay. There's another chamber back here still. Save. Alright, now... Multiple animats. And why was I the first one through the door? That is not what the animation says should be the case. Why is Palashina the last one through the door, even though she has the sword that dispels animats?
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
Everyone, please let her through. Thank you. Okay, now you can turn around and engage. I will start, I don't know, just... trouble with these guys, so just...
I'm here. Stand together.
Don't waste too much effort on them. Okay, bye-bye.
At once.
Eyes open.
Generic warbow. These strange mechanisms have cracks in several places, and some components appear to have been dismantled. There's no clear means of activating them. Scroll. Adraban. Interesting. It's just quartz or something, isn't it? A lot of the Ongwithan things are very clearly like electrical in nature. We just can't tell that because we're not sophisticated enough, but...
Nice and quiet.
Yeah!
That's...
Beetle.
I have.
Goodbye, Beetle.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Okay. Missile barrage, 2 sapphires.
What's this, Itamak?
Oh, that was close. Well, you know what? We can just ignore it. There's no need. I mean, an Adra shell. A polished, curved section of Adra taken from the remains of an animat. Copper strands are coiled within the center of the Adra and extend to the surface of the stone at several points, winding through the armor. Okay. I think we can just ignore that trap. I don't see that there's anything. Unless there's something back here.
What's this, Itamak?
Oh, there is something back here. A scale armor and a couple sapphires. Okay. So that leaves, actually, we could go right also. I don't... Do we know how to get through the door? I think we do. I'm assuming the spirit changed the locks, as it were, so... Let's see here. A large, ornate Ongwithan door stands before you. To either side rest large crystals glowing with a faint light. You feel a peculiar change in the air, as if some presence were nearby, yet there's nobody to be seen. You hear a whisper emerging as if from thin air from the general direction of the door. It grows in both volume and number, many voices speaking quietly. In moments it has become a chaotic hiss of voices, each vying to be heard. But as you listen, the voices begin to settle into a cadence and then into words, a phrase spoken by many at once. Beneath stone and weight of years rests one who would slay death. Who comes to wake him? Let me examine the door. Worn smooth by the passage of time, the door bears no obvious means of opening it beyond whatever enchantment lends it voice. There's no place for a key nor any handle. It seems you'll have to try something else. Hold on. Let me quick save. Well, I'm gonna save this. I've come to put a stop to Adnua's reign. The voices whisper and murmur, and then fade so swiftly and suddenly that the silence that follows is jarring. Nothing follows. Seems you've been dismissed. Okay. Either he didn't change the locks, or I don't know the full proper words yet. I guess we should explore this area to the right first.
That's it.
Alright. Some drugs.
I'll see what I can find.
What's this? That's just cave coral. I see, I see. there's a way through there. Just make sure we're getting close to all the corners and such. Skein bone. Skein bone. Through into this big, probably banshee-filled room. Hey, look, a banshee. Or two. And 3 animats. Honestly, I'm more worried about the banshees personally. Start tossing these out. Oh, we've been paralyzed. Not ideal. Damn banshees. Alright, let's hit them with these. Kalashina, maybe that. Alright, scratch one. Let's see. Go with the other banshee. Focus devotion now. That should help. Scotty, if you want to just, I don't know, aim for that guy. I will. Sloth and I just go for this. It's this loser. Somebody got paralyzed again, but that guy's dead. That banshee is dead.
Following your...
I'm here.
Probably should have split up so much. Doesn't matter. There we are. Problem solved. Oh. Oh, nice. We dealt 200 damage with it. Killed 10 vessels, huh? We might get that in here, and that would be nice, because that's way easier than killing 50 enemies. Edwin was a paladin and member of the Kind Wayfarers during the War of Black Trees. She was famous for escorting colonists and farmers through the Deerwood and protecting them from Glanfathan war bands. Though a skilled warrior, she avoided the Glanfathans when possible rather than fight them. However, tensions and tempers rose, and one day she found herself guiding a family of farmers from the ruined homestead. While she attempted to wait out the prowling raiders, one of her charges rushed into the fray. Edwin was forced to hold off the Glanfathans while the rest of the farmers fled. She died, outnumbered and surrounded, and it was said that even the raider who struck the killing blow wept for her. What did that give? Oh, I think that gave holy power thrice per rest. That's pretty nice. Just friendly aura. Probably I'll never remember to use those kind of things, but maybe if we get into a really hard fight and I start actually microing.
Eyes open.
Traps. A couple of rubies. Those are worth a lot too. Morning Star. Ruby. Camping supplies. Guess that's our cue to camp. While we've got the free supplies. Some of us were pretty hurt anyway. Spirit.
Take a look at this.
Okay, let's just stay away from it. Okay, can you disable this one? No. Alright, hold on, everybody hold up. Guessing there's gonna be one on this side also. No? We're just worse at detecting it. Nope, there is not. Okay, so we can grab this Adra fragment. A sizable crystal of refined Adra, polished to a gleaming shine. Oh, and that's all we needed for this, isn't it? Yep. Well, we'll return to him on our way out. Probably.
Yes?
There's also the spirit. This hazy figure is tall and heavily built, and its shifting, indistinct face is turned toward the floor as if it were deep in thought. You hear a faint murmuring in the rolling cadence of prayer. From time to time, the spirit seems to sway in place. As you approach, the spirit raises his voice, and you recognize the familiar sounds of the Ong-Within tongue. And no more shall souls splinter upon the wheel. Hear me, great father. I am pledged against your foes, and the greatest of these is death. Listening. The spirit turns its face towards you in a swift motion. For a moment, its features blur, and then resolve into what appears to be a man's visage, its eyes fixed upon you. You are late. Sorry, I was delayed. The spirit turns his face away. They will be here soon to cast us down, to unmake our work. It's nearly too late. What must we do? He shifts, standing straighter. Are you ready? He raises his hand. You think you see the glint of metal, though a second glance reveals nothing. They have placed your crest upon the Animat, alongside my own. The Animat? You're gonna sacrifice yourself? He shakes his head. Those of faith remain, and we are children of the wheel. Death is not for us. The spirit's gaze slides away from you as you depart. Even as you move away, he reaches out an arm for someone else, smiling.
Certainly.
Did they
I'll
put
take a
their
look.
own souls into the Animats? I bet you that's probably what that's implying, yeah. Okay, thinking there might be more banshees ahead due to the enormous ruckus of banshees. Like 10 of them, probably. Okay, we're 3, but still. Too many banshees, just all together. Too many banshees. Four banshees. Yeah, it's a lot of banshees. Well, let's hit him with these to start with. Aloth has become paralyzed, so he didn't exactly get his off. I might need to break out something more powerful, honestly. Why don't you go ahead and... okay, go for this banshee.
That's not very helpful.
Now she's also paralyzed. No, she's not anymore. Nobody is anymore.
Can't move.
Okay, Aloth is paralyzed again. So is Kana. Ada, maybe you want to get out and find everyone? No, you can't. You're stuck.
We got to take.
Oh damn, Aloth's down. That's not great.
Better care of Ally.
Yes, we do. It's true. We should probably take better care of Aloth. Ada, get out from where you are and start helping.
Lichna!
Oh, Kana, you are not okay. Alright, let me just break out some chain lightning real quick. That only worked moderately well, to be honest. Kana's kind of being by banshees.
I'll make...
Okay, finish that one off there. I will just,
I'm here.
did I just get paralyzed? Yep. Comes along. Alright, we're fine. No more banshees.
Certainly.
Let's see what lies this way.
Another spirit. Not anything else of interest, it doesn't seem
I'm
like.
here.
Nothing here.
Be cautious. Be constant.
That is a really obvious, like there's something past there. Adra has grown into the crevices of these weathered shelves like fungus, pushing past stone and copper. A hazy form stands before you. From time to time, the blurring features resolve into what you take to be an elven man. I can't do this anymore. How am I going to explain? How can we possibly give him what he wants? The spirit speaks in quick, hushed bursts along with it and shakes his head as if to answer his own questions. He's gonna kill me. He's killed so many. Why would he stop here? Who's gonna kill you? Great Father, Master, Adnua. I'm trying all that I can do. All of us are. But we've come to the edge of what's possible. What does he want? The figure paces a few steps, raising his hands to his temples. What we cannot give him. Even after all this time, there's so much we do not know. He wants his son, the boy he knew, whole and preserved, returned to him. But people, souls, they don't always remember. Who's to say his son will remember being his son at all? Remember his father's face. I've seen mothers forget their children. Who are you? He's brought so many people down here. I hear such terrible things from the upper floors. Even here, these constructs. I cannot sleep. His voice lowers. I think sometimes that I'll wake and find myself inside one of the animats. Will I even know? Will it not be like waking one day to find myself blind and mute? What you doing here? I'm hiding. I passed by one of the machines and I couldn't breathe. I was thinking about the work we've done, the things we've seen, how even small deeds can scar the soul. Is mine so ragged? Will Adnua's son be grateful when we've torn him from his rest? So, you still loyal to Adnua? Of course. I'm a devoted servant. His voice goes high with terror. I didn't mean. Please, I never meant that I would ever renounce my oaths. Okay, do you know how to get past the door? I know the oath. Of course, we speak it every day. I am servant to Adnua. My sword arm is pledged against his enemies. My soul is sworn to his purpose. The spirit seems to curl in on himself. Sworn. Okay, how do I get past this obvious fake door?
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Just make sure there's not any. Interesting. Let me check. I'm just trying to find out how one opens the door. Oh, hi, Shmar. My cat's here. Oh. Okay, you have to have absorbed Merwald's knowledge to open that door of all obscure things. There's a hidden switch, but you can't actually have high enough there's no mechanics requirement. You just have to have Merwald's knowledge from way back near the start. So, moving on. All that's back there is a saber, apparently, that I'm probably not going to use anyway, so, you know. Much more. Alright. Once more, the buzzing swarm of discordant voices rises around you. As one, they speak. Beneath stone and weight of years rests one who would slay death. Who comes to wake him? Okay, this was the original oath, but he was supposed to change it, so I am enemy to Adnua. My sword arm is pledged against his followers. My soul is sworn to this purpose. The voices seem to draw in breath. You hear the rumble of stone, and the door slides open. The crystals to either side of it dim, and with the light go the voices, fading first into murmuring whispers and then silence. The path is clear. And yes, that is true, Kana. This would mean nobody's gotten past this door, presumably, so... Oh, hello, Sir Guardian of Adnua. The hilarious thing is, even though you're a really badass-looking boss, Palagina could dispel you at 25% chance with any hit. Just flat out. Let's get her in there, and the rest of us, let's, I'll tell you what, this is a lot. Let's break out some of the big spells.
I'm here.
It is a lot. Let's fire off some more of these. Palagina, go for that. Okay, one of the animats is trying to eat our faces. We should probably get rid of that. Everybody up here fine. Well, it's dead, but... ooh, what's doing all the healing? Is it the Adrigan? Oh, it's the Guardian, I think. Okay, Okay, Ader knock him on his ass. And I will... You know what? I'll just try to cast that on him, maybe? Wait. Yeah, non-spirit. Okay, he's a vessel. That should be fine. And then Aloth, maybe you, try this out. Takes a couple of seconds, but then... I did cast the graze, huh? Still does 50 raw damage on a graze, to be fair. Okay, well the fireball at least hurt the Adrigan pretty good. We're starting to get beaten on a little here. Palagina has not rolled to dispel the thing. It might even be immune because it is special, but just gonna try to take it out. You summon a Drake. Drake, go after those caster types back there. I will... Tell you what, I'll try to freeze everybody out. Aloth, maybe you get out of the way. Okay. That's not super helpful, actually.
I'm here.
Okay. The Guardian is really weakened, but we gotta knock him down before he... Good. Now I'll finish him off. But he gets up fast. He gets up fast and he heals fast. Okay, we gotta pummel him. There we go. That should do it.
Yes. Breathe.
Drake does not do a whole lot of damage, huh? Alright, we're through though. Pretty sure this was probably the boss for this level. Special battle axe. Edge of Reason. Edge of Reason belongs to a barbarian from the Deadfire Archipelago who loved the rush of battle. Each strike against his opponents renewed his strength, and each victory only whetted his hunger for further bloodshed. He killed his foes slowly, relishing the ebb and trickle of their life and drawing might from their terror. He grew bolder and more reckless, surrounding himself with enemies to feed upon their collective vulnerabilities. Eventually, he found himself overwhelmed by a mob of combatants, and not even his furious attacks were sufficient to sustain him. 20% of damage restored his endurance, and superb. So yeah, it's a pretty epic battle axe, actually.
Certainly.
Okay, so we can only... Oh, that's the stairs. Okay. So I think that's it, then. Yep. That was definitely the floor boss. I guess it's level kinda up, huh? We're just gonna carry his points over. Okay. They shielded their eyes against the vampire's gaze, will, and... I mean, that's handy in the right circumstances. For courage thick as steel, 30-point damage shield friendly aura. That could be really nice, too. Ooh. That's also really nice. Old Siak would not rest till his hunger was sated. Let's go for this. I love that idea.
I'm here.
You two, get over here. Join the party. No, you.
Yes?
Don't get left behind. We're going into the 14th floor, actually, so we're almost there. I mean, there's not a whole lot. Whole lot left of this place. Let me just make sure. Sorry, if I'm being honest, this delays because I open the map or the wiki page as I go into a place, just
At
so I
once.
don't get in case I need to check something. Emerald, very nice. Is this another way up? Yes. Oh, this is a very small level, actually.
Laying low.
Rubies. A lot of dead people. Maybe they're animats, but let's just circle around the perimeter before we approach the thing. There's a magic barrier of some kind. A lot of corpses. Oh, there's a person in there. Yeah. Alright, we'll approach that in just a second. Atropon. Okay. Well, quick save. And let's, hey, there's a person in here. Spirit of Otnua, huh? The shade emerges like a wound in the world, split open to reveal a hollow darkness. Beneath a writhing crown of shadow lies a gleaming mask bearing the visage of an older man. The silver face turns towards you, features cold and still. From within the sockets of the mask's eyes, guttering fires emit their eerie light. That's nice.
Who are you? Would you abandon your king? Take up your sword! To battle! The enemy has come!
His voice seems to reverberate through the chamber. The mask's eyes burn with sudden new light, even as the room around you seems to grow darker. I don't think there is a battle, buddy. Up the stairs? After all the trouble I went through to get down here? No. What are you, spirit?
You forget the face of your lord? No. Better to say that you see more clearly than my subjects.
Roiling eddies of darkness surge at the shade's feet, and it rises into the air, the glinting mask angling itself towards you. Oh, this one's not voiced okay. Before you is Otnua, king in life of a great people, in death, master of nothing. You built the endless paths. The endless
The endless paths. 1,000 hands toiled to create it. But it was my voice, my will, that directed them. The great work of our age.
They're a bit ruined and monster-infested, to be honest, buddy. Or it would have been if they had only allowed me to finish. If they understood that from such rotted foundations could emerge wondrous achievement. That the same curse I sought to cure afflicted them in turn. That my son might from one moment to the next be lost to me is abomination. His voice thickens with grief, reverberating through the chamber. He wants only that I should be proud of him. How can a father convince his son that he might accomplish nothing and still be the light of his life? How, if he is gone? So many hours and days spent wondering. If I had been there but a moment earlier, if I had stopped him from leaving that morning, if I had only known that I would never see him again. Cool motive doesn't excuse mass murder by experimentation.
Lost. Treading these endless paths. These regrets. With him forever moving out of reach. Into some darker place. Away from me. Have they loved nothing in all their lives? Lost nothing? Wives, husbands, children. Might I not show them then the agony of it?
Adnua's shade shudders, and the very shape of him seems to warp and twist. The tines of his dark crown grow long, and the surface of his mask ripples like molten metal. Look, I understand your grief, but why all this, Adnua? It did not start so. How could it? I was mad with grief. I summoned workers, mages, servants. We plunged headlong into our quest. I could not see for tears. And at first, nothing. Feeble efforts, false starts. Days of nothing. And all the while I was certain I was losing time. I gave permission that we should try new methods, that we should bolster our knowledge of the soul. And with these barbarous acts we began at last to learn, to find the edges of that veil. My people told me they could find my son, but still we had not the means of extracting him, safe, intact. And at last, when the discovery was at hand, we were betrayed. All that we had paid, the lives lost, the taint upon our souls, all for nothing. They destroyed the Titan, cleaved him from his roots.
I will never see him again. Even in death, we have been more wholly separated than if I had never known him. He will have forgotten me. Have I not paid? Have they not cost me all I had?
You have wronged a great many people, Adnua. Yes, I know it. How could I not? I remember that as well. I've had so many years to think on all of it, to remember. It's not the chamber binding you, it's your rage, your grief. That is... No. I've tried to leave this place. I would go to my son. I would let nothing stop me. You're lying. The shade's eyes glow with an ominous light. What would your son think to see you now, Adnua? The air chills between you. Puffs of frost accompany your breathing. He would not know me. What they have made of me. You will not speak of him. You do not know him. You've murdered hundreds of innocents for his sake. Would he thank you for it? No. Never. With a sound like the cracking of ice, fractures emerge in Adnua's mask. At your feet, frost begins to creep across the floor, spreading outward. I have destroyed myself, long before the people turned on me. There are deeds which scar the soul, injuries that will not mend, that will last into the next life. If I go now, he will see them. Let him judge for himself. The dark shape of Adnua's spectre shudders and heaves. The air around you grows cold until frost has begun to form across the tiles. The shadows seem to draw light to themselves, threatening to plunge you into darkness. And then it will...
End, then. At last.
And then at last, the glowing embers of Adnua's eyes gutter, dimming. His form seems to unravel, darkness ceding way to frail light and then fading entirely.
Morrows.
Oh, hey, you do remember his name. Well, dispersed the ghost. Body's still trapped in there, but the ghost's gone. Oh, I got an item. What is the Shroud of Mourning? Oh my god, my inventory has so much stuff in it, it's impossible to... I'll find it, like, much later. And hopefully I'll remember I got it from here. Nope, here it is, actually. 3 resolve, 3 damage reduction for corrode and freeze. The rough texture and faded color of this cloak suggest it's ancient. The symbols and runes along the edges indicate Ongwithan origins. Scholars of Ongwithan culture have translated an old story about a father driven mad with grief by the death of his son. He entered a permanent state of mourning, donning the traditional garb of the bereaved and locking himself in his keep. The story suggests that he performed horrific experiments upon the living in an effort to resurrect his dead son. His mourning clothes were said to be infused with power as a result of these experiments. Well, that would seem to be correct. Well, that's level 14, I think. There's nothing else here, is there? Nope. down to the final level of the Endless Paths. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.